Hi beautiful people, welcome to Kate's Space, welcome to my channel, welcome if you're new. Thanks so much for calling in or stopping by, and I hope that you'll find something here that you enjoy or that inspires you, and you'll stick around. This is a design team project for Paper Inspirations, and all the details for Sue's shop, which is in Australia, it's an online shop, will be down below, and all her socials, as well as all the links to the other design team members for Paper Inspirations. So hopefully you'll go and check those out. This journal was made with my second package of goodies from Sue, and she sent me some beautiful 49 and Market card, a kit, artistry kit, Plum Grove, plus some cutouts and tags and all sorts of things, plus some rub-ons, and then also some other things, some of which I haven't even managed to fit into this journal, but I will use in the future. So it was sort of a plum, autumny kind of looking pack, and I had a cover that was red that I'd made for last Christmas, and there's a video showing creating the cover, which I'll link. And then I decided, oh, I might put fairies in this one. I don't know why, just because I felt like it. But anyway, I've mixed up some paint and I've painted the cover. It's very plain on the back. It's actually very plain altogether. And then I've layered these 49 and Market sort of ephemera pieces, and I've placed the picture of this flower fairy on top because she's got these lovely plum colours. She's tied closed with some sari ribbon that I had, and so that's like a kind of a plummy sort of colour. Right, when we open her up, she's lined with the 49 and Market paper plus one of the die cuts. I'll measure her for you in case anyone is interested in the size. 22 by about 14 and a half, with about a 1 3/4 spine inch, so about 4 to 5 centimeter spine, not quite 2-inch spine. Right, and in here I have placed this envelope that I made for the 100-day project, maybe not this year, last year. It's a vintage envelope that I've decorated because it's got this lovely plum coloured stamp from 1940. The only thing is I might put it somewhere else, or I might need to tack this little tag down, because it keeps, as you turn the page, it keeps getting in the way. So yeah, so I've got the envelope, and then a postcard that I had, it had writing on the back, so I have backed that with some of the 49 and Market kit and one of the die cuts. I've made this pocket, and there's a video of me making some of the decoration in this, and this was one of them. And you know, down here I've got some sari ribbon and this flower, and I've cut these little butterflies, so that's the pocket. There's gold embossed, heat embossed stamping, normal stamping, and texture paste throughout. So that's the other side of the paper. So as you can see, there's the plum and the pinks, but also there's these oranges and browns and things, so it is quite almost a fall, or we call it autumn, an autumn sort of type of journal. Heaps of writing space, heaps of blank pages for people to add photos or art or whatever. I made these little slides, so these little slide frames came in the kit, came with the die cuts, and I've put a little flower fairy that I fussy cut out, and one of the butterflies from the 49 and Market kit. Some braille paper with a ruffle, some music paper with some texture paste, and here we have one of the fussy cut fairies that I've put here, and this was actually going to be a page, and so it was backed with brown paper, and because of that, when I cut it out, this is quite strong, so I've actually left that sort of free, so you could tuck something up in there if you wanted to. As you can see, the music says farewell to the fairies. This is avocado dyed ledger. This is some vintage paper that I picked up in an op shop, and I've used a set of stamps that I bought at the crafting expo that I forgot to show everybody on the video when I showed what I bought, but I bought these beautiful stamps, so I've used those throughout as well. Another little fussy cut fairy, aren't they adorable? And here, these are from the die cuts from the 49 and Market kit. The Fairy Baroque, and some more texture paste, coffee dyed paper, another ruffle, and another fairy. Here is one of the frames from the kit. It's like one of the die cut slide frames, and I've put some acetate, and sandwiched between the acetate is a hydrangea flower. And here's one of the stamps that I've used throughout. Some lined paper, it's just really light letter paper. Again, the avocado and the ledger. And here I've tucked some letter writing paper that my sister gave me, and that's been tea stained. And there's some stamping coming out from behind there. And this is where I used my decorative punch and nearly broke it. Another little flower fairy there. How cute is he with his little violets? Some more texture paste. And again, another punched page. And a pocket here. And a tag that I've made with some fussy cut flowers. Again, this was a page, but as you can see, it's very bulky, and I think that's because the scrapbooking paper is quite heavy, and so I had to take some pages out, but I used them anyway. So I used this, I fussy cut them and put them on this tag, and that is backed with 49 and Market paper and the little flowers down here, and a ticket from the die cut set, and some sari ribbon. These fussy cut flowers are from a flower fairy book. Another flower fairy. And in this pocket here, I have a tag that I made with a lot of the things from the 49 and Market kit. I love this tag. It is quite textural and 3D, but it is also, I love it. And it's got this little fairy hanging on the chain. And if you get her just right, she can sit on the flower. That's kind of cute. So some avocado dyed paper with the texture paste, some wallpaper, old wallpaper, another flower fairy with a stamp from that set. Yeah. This is a ledger from the 60s, so not as old as the other one. And these are the rub-ons, they're beautiful. So there's pink and purple and green and orange, all sorts in this design, and you can see these little sort of splatters here. That's all part of the rub-ons. They're just gorgeous. I've used a few, but not a lot, so they'll be used again in another project. The texture paste again, and another little tuck spot here. So you can tuck something up under this little fairy. This background is from the 49 and Market die cuts, and this fairy I cut out. This page here, it folds out, and it's got another one of the stamps from my stamp set, and another one of the frames that's got a die cut from in there, and a butterfly. Again, the decorative edge. Some more music score cover with texture paste. Some lined paper. This is actually a digital from Ruby and Pearl, and that is backed with some old like newsprint. This is a eco print that I did a couple of summers ago, and these are Pahutakawa flowers and Pahutakawa leaves, so they're a native tree in New Zealand, and these flowers are actually different shades of red. The ones we've got are quite bright red, and they flower at Christmas, New Zealand's Christmas tree. And on the side are flax flowers and a flower fairy, a book page from a botanical book, another page made with some very old sort of book page and a digital from Ruby and Pearl, and then this lovely lace and leaf trim. Another big Papercraft flower. Some more stamping, some more lined paper, and the other side of that music with another flower fairy. This one here has some embossed stamping and the flower stamping. Tea-dyed paper, grid paper. On here I've put this very old, I think it's French, yes, this French page, and it is tipped in or attached with some beautiful washi tape and has a gorgeous fairy on there that I've fussy cut. Love that. On here I've just sort of hand sewn this piece of lace and this piece of fabric, and it's got one of the tags from the 49er Market tag packet. I really wanted to use this fabric, and I was going to use it as a tab, but I didn't want to fold it because I love the whole, I just loved it. Anyway, I've included it so it can be removed easily because it's hand sewn. It's got this very old brass safety pin there, which I love. Some more texture paste, the ledger, the wallpaper. So yeah, a ton of room for someone to do something in here that they want to do. Some more of the heat embossing, stamping. Another music score cover with this gorgeous couple on the front and all these lovely pinks and mauves, with some texture paste, some ledger. This is from the kit, from the paper pack, with this little tiny fairy down the bottom here. And I've used these gorgeous rub-ons again and the heat embossing. Another stamp there. I love how this turned out, this book. And so in here we have a tuck spot. This is another digital from Ruby and Pearl. I've put in a vintage greeting card in here with the lovely pansies, and another card, flower fairy card, and I've backed that with some tea stained or coffee stained paper. Another ruffle. Oh, and this is a pocket, and in there I have slipped some New Zealand vintage ephemera. And this is an old postcard. Dear Ida, from your loving sister Alice. And that's got that, those lovely beautiful violets. Oh, and yeah, there's a sticker down here, and this is that gorgeous heart crocheted trim that I've got. On this page I've used some of the elements from the die cuts and fussy cut some of these flowers out and sort of layered them up to do this frame. Now I've left this sort of loose, it's stuck down, but you can put, I won't leave this photo in there, but you can pop a photo in there. You just need to make sure it's the right size, and then you can glue it in. So yeah, I've left that sort of like that so that it can, something can be put in there. And the last signature, some more texture paste, the Papercraft flowers, something from the 1927 diary, some more avocado dyed paper, and that's another stamp. I created this out of one of the frames that was in the kit, and I used some of my dried flowers, and they are sitting behind some acetate, and this just opens out. There's some little fussy cut flowers here, and this little image, which is from Ruby and Pearl, and that's just on some old book page and popped into this pocket. Some more of that lovely lace, and again another one of those frames with the little flower fairy behind it, and these fussy cut flowers. Some more of the fussy cut flowers. Another flower fairy. Texture paste, and this is the last page. And then we made this together on a video, which I can link, and that is an expandable envelope for putting things in. I really was in two minds about whether to put it in the back because of the bulkiness of the journal, but I decided I would, as you can see. Let's pop her in there. So yeah, there's a bit of room, but she's quite fat, I do admit. Things obviously can be taken out, and some of the things in here are quite bulky, like one of those tags and things. So there's quite a lot of pages, I think about between 160 and 170 pages. It's a hidden hollow back spine or binding down there, and yeah, so that is it. That's my design team project. I've got a new package that has arrived, which I will show you all very soon, and I really hope you like this journal. It will be in my Etsy shop at some point. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you liked the journal. I'm sorry if that was a little bit of a long flip through. I'll say goodbye. Thanks so much, and go check out Sue's shop, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.